Why hello there. Welcome back to my daily long play stream. This is why I do a playthrough of my current game for a couple hours a day, 11 AM Eastern Standard Time from Sunday through Thursday. I'm playing through Persona 5 Strikers on the PlayStation 4, and I am about 22 and a half hours in. I am just about ready to send the calling card out for my third dungeon, palace, jail, whatever you want to call it. And before I do that, I'm just going to take care of a little minor housekeeping in regards to some shopping, particularly for the stores that are only open at night in this city that I'm currently in. And yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let me first see if I need to sell any stuff first, and we'll potentially have more money to work with. You shop. Although money hasn't been as big of an issue for me as of late. Oh, nope, I'm good. I must have done that yesterday. Alright, so, first things first. We need to head to the shopping center of this area. Now, there are a number of stores in the city that are only open at night, and that's what I'm interested in at the moment. That's not one of them. But I believe this is. Unfortunately, just because it's open does not mean it has any stock left. That's rather unfortunate. Okay. Now, yesterday I was able to track down this store of the red sign, and I think it was not this one but a different one. Unfortunately, I was unable to actually do anything with it because it requires a few more steps in that to complete that that request. To be perfectly honest, I'm not entirely sure how much time I want to devote to doing those in this game. They seem to be more difficult for me for some reason. Probably because they're just not as obvious what I'm actually supposed to do.
You done? You done?
Fortunately, the thing I'm missing for these recipes that I'm buying ingredients for is rice, and the store does not seem to have it.
Thank you.
So hopefully the next city will have rice. Fortunately, for the moment, I am limited as to what I can actually do.
Can I help you find something? See you again.
Now, one of these vending machines does sell SP recovery items, which is the reason why I'm looking for them so diligently.
Hey. Oh, that's dope.
Alright. I remember that that sign does not have anything particularly worthwhile for me. That restaurant, I mean.
What'll it be? Thanks a bunch. Please come back soon.
Alright. Hello, you. Nope, I'm still a high schooler. Right. Cynical woman. If we talk to cynical woman enough, maybe we too will become cynical. Not that that's actually a good thing to aspire to, but hey, so I understand it's important to have goals in life, so if your goal is to become more cynical, hey, you know what, she might be able to help you out there.
Impressive.
Okay, why is that guy praising the sun? Right. So yeah, unfortunately, it was not as useful as I'd hoped. But that's alright. Interestingly enough, none of my confidants are hanging around outside. I guess they're all in the in the RV here, so let's go there. It's probably going to be slightly shorter than usual stream. I do have a few things I want to get done today, including one I really should be doing right now instead of doing the stream. But hey, you know what? I'm here. I might as well do this.
What's on the menu?
Are you going to cook?
If I can.
Is this what you're making? Not bad.
Not bad.
Is this what you're making?
All done.
Well done.
See, missing rice. Now, can I buy ingredients? I can buy this stuff. That's right, I upgraded the ability to get stuff that's like on sale.
You want this? Put it to good use, okay?
Impulsive buyer, I earned a trophy. Alright,
How many would you like? You want the thanks for your patronage? How many would you like? You want this one? Put it to good use, okay?
I definitely value healing items that restores health to one individual as opposed to everyone. Everyone restore health is too situationally determinant. It's too situational, I mean.
You want this one? Thank you very much. You want this? Thank you very much.
Besides, in a game where you don't really have to worry about turns per se, like you would in a normal Persona game, healing everyone with a heal all item or even spell really isn't all that useful, or all that important, I should say. Alright, let's discuss the situation. Oh yeah, we need to hit the auto advance. I don't have to hit it after every battle, but I do have to hit it every time I load up a save file. Whether it's okay or not is irrelevant. That's what we're doing. You said it, Ninja Cat. Why do you need encouragement?
Sorry.
Alright, let's send it.
Yeah!
Yes.
Late in the night. Let's see what happens here. We're gonna advance the story. Oh, what's going on? Yep. In front of the fountain. I wonder if the stores have restocked their stuff or not. Ooh, let's quickly look for another 4-leaf clover before we meet up with Haru. No? Okay, fine. Be that way. Jerks, I didn't want to look for that stupid thing anyway.
I'm sorry to call you out so late.
What's up?
I wanted to talk to you about Mari-san.
The mayor?
It's strange how I couldn't remember Mari-san until now. Even when Hasagawa-san said her name, it didn't quite occur to me who she was. And at the moment she called me Haru-chan, suddenly, it felt like a lid popped open in my mind, and my memories came pouring out. I remembered all these things about my childhood, about Mari-san. How could I forget someone I loved so much?
Someone else? I'm not entirely sure. Happens to the best of us, I guess.
I think what happened with my father affected me more than I realized. All the times we spent together. And the moment he passed away, I must have suppressed those memories deep within my heart. At some point, I got used to hiding things away. And I even forgot a good friend like Mari-san.
You did what you could.
Now,
Be supportive.
I feel like I was running from it all over again. A long time ago, I remember tagging along with Mari-san and my father during a golfing trip. I was so happy running around that I ended up tripping and falling. And of course I started crying.
Oh,
and all of
dear.
a sudden, Mari-san came up to me and said, "Stop crying and get back up." And that shocked me at first because I always thought of her as an extremely gentle person. But because I knew she was so kind, I managed to stop crying and eventually got back up. I remember thinking Mari-san would never say anything out of place. I trusted her completely. At that point, Mari-san hugged me and said, "No matter how many times you fall, you can always get back up and start again. Never forget that." Can you believe it? I didn't quite understand back then, but I think I do now. There's more to good character than
Alright.
kindness. Being good means dealing with the bad in front of you. It means to take a stand, even when all you want to do is run away. To realize nothing will change if you keep ignoring reality.
You're right.
It's too late to save my father. But it's not too late for Mari-san. This time, I can change things around. I want to tell her exactly what she told me all those years ago.
Let's change your heart then.
Yes. Thanks for hearing me out. Tomorrow, I'm going to do my absolute best. But for now, good night.
As opposed to your absolute worst? Well, that's good.
Hey,
Now the phone's talking to me
why
again.
is Haru so upset over Mariko Hyodo? I don't have a heart, so it's hard to understand. Why do people try
Really?
so
What's
hard
those?
for
What are
others?
those things in your
I wonder
hair?
if I'll ever know.
Don't give up.
Even virtual assistants feel down when they don't understand something. It may seem like a simple concept to you, but to me, it makes my mind go. But I am humanity's companion. I am here to learn and grow.
A tiny amount of bond points. Alright.
Good day, everyone. Are we ready to make Sapporo a paradise as pure as snow? Then remember, on election day, please vote Mariko Hyodo.
What is that? A calling card?
What?
Whoa, it's real.
I can't see it. What are we talking about here, people?
What's going on? Mariko Hyodo, the false empress with a frozen heart. You are a cold manipulator who treats people as tools to be discarded. We find this unforgivable and will end your reign of abuse. In fact, we will take back the desires you stole this very night. This is... And they say they're going to steal my desires?
Yeah?
What a bald-faced lie! Those desires are mine! and
Bald
mine
face lie? I thought it was bold face.
The monarch, I won't let anyone stop me! Very
It's like Ursula from Little Mermaid, doesn't she?
to work up an appetite. I wonder what you'll taste like. Perhaps I should gobble you up and find out. Why are you standing there? Take these wretched things down!
Wait for us, Mari-san. It'll all be over soon.
Let's do this. it. Alright. Go to other checkpoint. Actually, why don't we go and get whatever that treasure chest is over there?
Let's go.
For some reason, I guess we didn't get it.
Use the navigation to me.
Focus.
I'm picking up something close by. Please don't get in our way.
Jack Frost! If you remain, finish them off.
Alright. Simple enough. Oops, wrong way.
Victory was handed to us. Okay, let's keep it moving. Hey, there's a treasure chest.
Regenerate
Maybe we
1.
should peek inside.
I'd rather it be Invigorate 1.
Focus.
Where did you come from?
I can see it. What's that?
They don't see us.
Show me
I
your
think we
true
can go
self.
for an ambush.
Taking them by surprise. Let's go.
Push on through.
Ow.
Why do you turn on flame?
Alright. Yeah, the way to the top looks clear now.
Oh, this is...
For a moment there, I thought I would actually have to do a little platforming to get up here. But nope, that is not the case.
Nothing on my
Excuse
radar.
me.
Looks like we're safe for now.
Page of Gluttony. She doesn't exactly seem very gluttonous to me, but what do I know?
Sorry about the wait. We're here to kick ass and...
It is Ursula.
Silence! Well, who the hell is she?
That couldn't be... Mari-san? What on earth happened to her? You say this is Hyodo's distorted form.
What do you people want? You and Beth... Beth, not get in my way! Oh, I'm almost there. Only a few more votes and I'll win re-election!
This is wrong, Mari-san. Those votes you gathered by twisting the people's hearts are worthless.
And if you don't stop your tyranny, your staff will collapse one by one. I get why it's hard
Something
for you
tells
to
me
trust
she doesn't
people,
exactly
but you
care.
still have to treat them with decency.
Ah! You shut your impudent mouth! I've done nothing wrong! I will wring out every last ounce of corruption from my staff by working them into the ground! I'll silence all charlatans who betray me! I
Charlatans?
every last vote in the city! Whether these people agree with me or not, only then can I build a safe haven, a radiant snow city that sparkles like winter.
Release desires you stole.
Listen to him. When you take away someone's desire, you rob them of their agency, the ability to make their own decisions. So what good does it do to turn your loyal citizens into mindless drones? Isn't it better to let them arrive at their own conclusions? To follow their own hearts?
How dare
job, Yor. You tell her. Mari-san, say goodbye to the countless desires you stole. Because Beauty Thief and the Phantom Thieves are about to take them back.
Ah.
Honestly, they're all in my way. Ah. This is the last straw. Ah. You've made me so very hungry. It's dinner time, and the main course.
Okay, she just turned into a giant thing and then ate that table.
Mari-san, what you're doing is wrong. So we'll be taking those desires back.
Shut your prissy little mouth.
Okay.
What would you know? I will consume all who oppose me, no matter who they are. I'll gobble you up.
Oh, what's with all the food?
Alright, let's take a look. Weak against Curse and Psychedelic. So I guess Haru really should be in here then. Null against Ice, so I guess that Yusuke shouldn't be here, and I definitely should not be using this guy. So let's switch over to someone who has something I can use. This is unfortunate. Yikes. Guess I'll pick Archangel then. Ooh, did my character just get killed? Ah, crap, that's not good. Of course, that thing did just land on me.
I appreciate it.
Ooh, now what's going on here? You know what? How about if we get a little revival on here? I'll continue playing as Yusuke here. Although, why don't I just have him switch to persona that has something that this thing is weak against. Where's the There we go. If this, if I end up getting wiped in this fight, I will in fact, crap. That didn't last long. If I get wiped in this fight, I am gonna have to switch back. I am gonna have to change out my party members. Excuse me, wow. So I'm thinking I'll probably switch to Haru and... crap, there's no one else in my party that even has curse attacks. And I don't have the thing that has it, so I might have to leave the dungeon. At the very least, go back to the developer room to get it. What happened to that guy? Where'd my main persona go? My original Persona, I mean. Definitely need some health here.
This one.
Oh crap. Ah.
I failed. Mona's retreated. Can someone heal her? Never miss an opportunity.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting destroyed here.
That was well played.
Alright, let's revive Kitty. And then Kitty can possibly revive our main character as well.
Persona!
I noticed that Kitty has yet to actually do that. Yeah, I'm fully aware of that fact.
That was well played.
Yeah.
Fair warning. It's not gonna be rough. It's freezing. Why is there a blizzard in here?
Touching beauty. Go down.
That actually did damage it, although not much. We're afraid I was actually going to heal it or something. Oh, ice doesn't heal it, it just doesn't do anything. It's null against ice. Alright. Alright, get this guy back, and then have him switch to something that is not weak. There we go. Jack Frost should do.
That was well played.
They'll still take physical damage, so just having a fourth member on the field should make a significant difference on its own. Especially if they're immune to ice attacks. Great. Alright, let's make sure Kitty has enough SP. There's the SP recovery items I've been collecting.
Much thanks.
Alright. Doesn't seem like that has much of an effect. Alright. Great. Guess I did not keep main character alive. I may be a bit under-leveled for this boss fight, even on easy. My character may be strong, Yusuke may be strong against ice, but he's not null against it. Look at that. Alright. Cool. Dagnammit. Alright. Kitty's not going to revive anyone on his own apparently. We're going to have to do that. Ah, dagnammit, Kitty got killed. Great. That's not the result I wanted at all.
It's a strong one. Avoid its weakness to curse.
Switch out. Nice up.
Brings you a lesson.
Its attack is up. Great. I mean, Makoto can still heal. That's something, but we really need 2 healers on the battlefield. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Deal with that, I guess.
This one.
Thank you. Let me get out. Everyone stay focused.
I appreciate it.
I am thou. Persona! Persona! Here.
Critical evasion rate up. Ah, dagnammit.
Fox had to withdraw. Someone fix him up. You sick poor my other self. There. I cannot do. Your turn.
Give it to me.
This one's strong, and ice is a no-go. Don't slip up. He's in critical condition. Doesn't look good.
Come on, Kitty. Kitty, keep everyone healed, please.
Keep it going. Way to follow up, Fox.
Not done yet.
Let's finish it. Warning. It's gonna be rough.
Ah, crap.
It's all you. Someone heal
That wasn't smart of me, apparently.
Destroy them!
Yeah, I may have been out of range when I did that. Everyone's walking. I'm walking so slowly here. That's not cool.
This one's strong, and ice is a no-go. Don't slip up. Almost running out of stamina. Spend it wisely. Super move. Ultra! For it, Orc.
Alright, we need some SP for Kitty.
Use this. Use this. Use this.
Thank you.
And might as well heal.
This one.
As well.
Much thanks.
Warning. It's gonna be rough. Learned your lesson. Critical hit. Keep killing it, Fox.
I suppose that'll do. This is my other self! Here! Persona!
This one's strong, and ice is a no-go. Don't slip up.
What's this thing?
Blizzard was stuck.
Apparently that's what we need to do in order to solve that issue. That's what I get for not paying attention there.
Head over there now. Orc was pretty worn out.
Though in my defense, it's the first time they applied something like this to a boss fight.
Blizzard was stuck.
Truly impressive. Switching up.
Alright, let's bring back Makoto.
This should help. Tagging out.
I accept.
One downside to losing this fight and replacing out the party members with ones that are potentially more useful is that they're all the ones that are going to be better for this fight are like really under leveled. Ah, crap. Ah, this might finish it off, but probably not. Oh, look at that. Riding on a motorcycle thingy. Cool. There we go. Them being underleveled meant that they would die faster, which is not good, obviously. Hi, Garumba. Yeah, I'm not getting better at this game. I'm just exploiting it being at a low difficulty level. But you know what? I guess I'm okay with that at this point. Alright. Yeah, I think this would be better. So yeah, it's... There we go. Eight bond point get.
Not yet. I won't let it end this way. I need to wipe out all of Sapporo's injustice.
Please stop. Haven't you done enough?
What?
You're a kind person, Mari-san. And I know you've tried to shoulder all of this alone. The staff member who took bribes, the councilman who tried to set you up, even the girl who died in the accident. Each of these things grieved you, and in order to make a city where none of it could reoccur, you took action as you saw fit. Am I right?
As the mayor, I know very well that little girl's death was ultimately my fault. But my staff betrayed me, all for their insatiable greed. I thought I could leave that awful position behind. Unfortunately, it wasn't as simple as that. Had I gone, I'd only be replaced by greedy scum. That's why I never stepped down. In this world, it's either eat or be eaten. And with circumstances so cruel, I decided I'd be the one doing the eating. Even if every last one of my votes were false, at least I could use them to make the world a better place. But if I was replaced as mayor, who would be there to honor that little girl's memory? An innocent girl lost her life, yet I could do nothing to stop the evil still afoot.
It's not too late to set this right. First, you must tell the people everything that happened. Then can you get a fresh start? But this time, on your own strength.
That would be impossible. I cooperated with those awful men to hide the truth. That way I could continue being mayor. There's nothing I can do.
Really?
Stand up, Mariko Hyodo! Are you just going to stay knocked down? You are a kind and strong woman, not someone who collapses over mistakes. So stand up and hold your head up high, because no matter how many times you fall, you can always get back up and start again.
Isn't that...
Yes. You said that to me a long time ago. Even if you told the people the truth about the incident, there are those who would still see the good in you. Don't let your position ruin you. Think back to what you stood for.
She's right, Mayor. You can't give up.
If you tell everyone your side of things, they'll listen.
When my father died, I felt like my heart was going to break. But thanks to the Phantom Thieves, I was able to stand strong and move forward. That's why I know you can too. Remember the part of you that taught me to get back up, no matter how many times I fall.
Yes. You're right. Thank you, Haruka. What I've done was wrong. I drove my employees to the brink and used a strange power to manipulate the votes. I was so driven by my personal agenda.
Yeah, could you perhaps do a little explaining of what that strange power is?
And why I ran for mayor in the first place. To make the city beloved by everyone. To give back to the home where I was raised. That's reason enough to take another step. I won't make this mistake again. I never needed this
power from the start. Haru-chan, you've grown so much. Your father must be so happy in heaven.
Mari-san. Happy?
This place is collapsing! Let's go!
Sorry, I had nothing really pithy to add there, so I just sort of kept silent. Also, I realized that my phone needed charging. Since this is a relatively new phone, I tend to go for a few days without actually charging it and look down and realize, oh wait, it's got like 30% left.
Quite a while.
Haru, you were fantastic.
You did great.
It was only because you were all with me. But I do wonder if Mari-san will be okay.
I'd say so. Her shadow disappeared like they always do.
Yeah, your feelings definitely reached her. I'm sure her heart has changed for the better. Well, I guess this wraps up the mission.
Or does
We
it?
still need to confirm that the citizens are all back to normal. It'd be nice if we could do that right away.
Can we grab something to eat first? I'm hungry enough to pass out here.
He has a point. Battles can't be fought on an empty stomach.
The battle's already over, but still.
Hey, can we try Genghis Khan? That delicious lamb barbecue dish? Ooh, that's a must in Hokkaido.
What? I thought we were finally getting lobster hot pot.
Since
Oh,
when did we
poor
decide
Yusuke.
that? Why would we when it's so damn hot out?
But if you think about it, isn't Genghis Khan also sort of like hot pot?
No way! Isn't it supposed to be barbecue?
Well, cooking Genghis Khan does require a utensil called a Genghis Khan pot. And you can't barbecue in a pot.
Change the subject.
True. Though sukiyaki is
Oh.
served hot pot style, its etymology does refer to grilling. I wonder why.
Does it even matter?
Poor kitty.
Hey, was that a smile just now?
Ah, like seeing you happy.
Straight from Sapporo, it's Beauty Thieves' award-winning smile.
I'm relieved too. I thought you might be weighed down by all that's happened.
Indeed. She was so weighed down that she met up with our leader for a private midnight chat.
Huh? Were you watching?
Alright. Bond level increase. Ooh, that could be useful,
All right,
maybe.
Sophia. Find us
I don't
the
know.
best Genghis Khan in Sapporo.
Hmm.
Sophia? Sorry. Okay, I've got it.
Is this a joke? Well, everyone seems pretty normal to me.
Yep.
The fanatical support for Mariko Hyodo appears to have died down.
I'm glad they're back to their senses. What a drastic change. Just goes to show how powerful a monarch's influence can be.
Yep.
Hey, guess what? Kyoto-san's holding a press conference right now.
To the television.
Thank you all for taking your time to gather here today. Actually, there's something I've been meaning to share with everyone. As of today, I will be resigning from office. I do not intend to seek re-election either. During my time as mayor, I've betrayed all of your trust. You may think of me as a mayor who's earned your trust, but in truth, there's plenty that I'm ashamed of. The snow sculpture that collapsed was built by an unscrupulous company that bribed one of my staff. In spite of my responsibility, I neglected to see the finer details and went ahead with the construction. As a result, the sculpture ended up collapsing, and a girl's precious life was lost. Furthermore, I elected to cover up the truth. All so I could save my position. I've been garnering votes I didn't deserve in order to stay on as mayor. I betrayed everyone to protect myself, and covered it up by allowing more wrongdoing. I am among the guilty. That little girl, she died because of me. As such, I will have the police reinvestigate the case and offer my full assistance. And again, I will drop out of the election and forfeit my position as mayor.
Seems that Hyodo-san's made up her mind.
They're watching it on their phones.
I wonder if she'll be arrested.
Good question.
Yoda was afraid that if she wasn't the mayor, she couldn't protect her people.
She could have told the truth and made her underling take the blame, but she was concerned about other evils potentially lurking in the shadows.
I think this turned out for the best. Mari-san wouldn't have wanted to hide her mistake forever.
Zenkichi is on the line.
Ah, Gramps.
Hey, you guys see Hyodo's press conference?
No. We did.
Yep, you all did a bang-up job. Really, can't thank you enough. They plan on bringing Hyodo in as a key witness regarding the accident. I knew you'd want to analyze her phone, too. So I pulled a few strings, and now I'm her personal chauffeur. At least as far as the station. If you want, I can open up some time for you to talk to her. Just tell me where you want to meet.
Some place where there's food.
I'm sorry. How could you ever forgive me, Kaho-chan?
Bark, bark.
Mari-san.
Haru-chan. Listen, there was something wrong with me. It's like I was in a terrible dream. I don't know when it was that my heart grew so cold, but after what you told me, I remembered who I really was inside. When I became mayor, I wanted to protect the city and everyone in it as if they were my own family. I remembered that feeling. Thanks to you, I've finally been able to confront myself, and I realized that I was doing a horrible disservice to that girl. I had lost sight of reality and begun acting self-righteous. Nothing I did was for her sake.
But Mari-san, you were doing the best you could.
No, it's the truth. Had I not realized my mistake, I would have likely continued to hurt even more people. But that's not what Kaho-chan would want. So let me say, thank you, Haru-chan. Thank you for saving this city, for saving my family.
Mari-san!
Your father's recent passing must have caused you so much turmoil. I'm sorry I added to it. But if there's anything I can do for you in the future, any way I can be there, just ask me. I say this because you're a precious part of my family too.
Thank you so much, Mari-san.
Oh, Haru-chan!
I'm happy for you, Haru.
I suppose I must get going. Though I am concerned about the state of affairs I've left our city in, I'll leave it up to my successor. An arrogant wretch like me has no place being the mayor.
Does that mean you won't be involved in politics anymore?
Yes. I'm too ashamed to show my face in public. And at my age, there are plenty of younger folks who can...
Mayor.
Gaunt woman? Who's this?
You're...
I saw the news. So you're resigning. And you're leaving politics for...
For some reason I thought that was
That's
going to be
right.
some character
I've
we've
promised to
encountered
step
before.
down and never...
You can't be serious! Resigning won't bring her back. In fact, it won't change a thing.
Oh.
Nothing can change what happened to my daughter.
Hey,
Ah, the mother of the
shouldn't we get in there?
girl who
I
died,
thought a moment.
apparently.
So you can't. You can't just run away. You need to start over. when I was weeping with rage and grief, you stood there and cried with me. Instead of running away, you were there when I needed someone the most. I know your character more than anyone.
Ma'am, thank you for sharing your heart with me. Then I promise to both you and your daughter, I will stand back up and become your mayor again.
Marisa. I don't get it. I know this is a sad moment. Everyone is crying, but it also feels warm and kind. How would you describe this?
It is happiness.
I see.
Or was it
So
joy?
that's why
Is there a
Haru helped
difference?
Kyoto
I don't know.
transform sadness into happiness, recording valuable data. Sophia has learned happiness.
That must have been the mom of the girl who passed away.
Yes.
Seems like she really understood Hyodo's intentions.
I'm so happy for you, Marisa.
She reminded me of what Haru said in jail.
Stand up, Mariko Hyodo! Like that? Hey! That was a tender moment. There's no need to reenact it.
Yeah, but you played it so cool back there. It really touched my heart.
Well played.
Could you
Rather
please
not be
repeat it
condescending.
Indeed, truly moving.
You did good, Haru. It really was touching.
Yay, bond points. Wow. Ferris wheel? Alright. I used a whole lot of my SP recovery items to get through that fight. I should, once I get back to, dungeoning again, I should, crap. Where are you, Futab? I should, get back to swapping out characters, not just focus on the same party members.
What are you gonna do?
Ask someone else. Is this the equivalent of, is this the equivalent of, social links in Persona 5 Royal? Ooh. You think they can have it? They can have the 4-leaf clover? No. Only need a little bit more to get to the next level. Whatever. Fine, be that way, jerks.
Is something the matter?
What are you gonna do?
Let's get going.
Ferris wheel. On our day off. Ferris Bueller's day off. Really? That's not that unusual. Have you seen pictures of London? The eye there? Okay, this is a little immersion breaking, considering we were dating in the previous game. Ah, you nailed it.
Well,
I believe the term is amnesia. I mean, being 20 stories up in the air on a thing that feels like it could collapse at any moment? Yep, going from being the adult at high school to being the kid in college. sure would be nice if a little more of this was voiced. That's not true.
Do you think so? I was thinking.
Alright, well, that's can certainly be arranged. It's not like we're attracting new members at the moment anyway. Well, I wonder if we will be getting some new members based on the intro to this game. It certainly seems possible that that one old guy, Gramps, might take a more active role. If I'm interpreting that intro correctly, that is. Although his goatee certainly makes it very likely that that is the case.
So I went to talk to Hyodo.
This guy.
But nothing new came out of it.
Surprise.
All she explained is that she could control whoever added her as a friend on Emma.
So we're back to square one.
Come on, don't give me that look. Here, I at least got her smartphone.
Now that's what I want to see.
And let me guess, you're going to discover that there's nothing unusual about
After
it.
reviewing the facts, I've just about confirmed it. Each of these so-called incidents, I think they all stemmed from a mastermind.
Or was it an
I'm
overmind?
curious as to why you think so.
Hyodo, Natsume, Alice, all three were changing people's hearts to do bad things. But deep down, none of them were truly evil. At the very least, they're not the same as the rulers who distorted reality for their own sakes and ended up spawning palaces.
I'd been considering that as well. Before Natsume lost sight of his writing, he was diligently working toward his dreams.
Alice, too. She was doing her very best to be a ray of light and hope for other people.
Mari-san was also striving for the betterment of everyone in Sapporo.
Right. They're different from criminal scum like Kamoshida and Madarame, who acted only for their own benefit.
Okay, but how does a handful of not-so-evil monarchs prove there's a mastermind behind all this?
Because it proves they've all been
Jails
corrupted.
are fundamentally different from palaces provides us a big clue. For starters, jails don't have any treasures for the taking. All we found are people's stolen desires. That means monarchs don't have twisted enough wills to reshape reality and form treasures.
Okay.
Which would mean that jails aren't created by the monarchs themselves. Someone else must be
Would
doing
explain why they still exist after the
Final
monarch's been taken
is the
down.
locks on all those bird cages. In order to get to the monarch, we've always had to unlock a door that denies us passage. I had thought this was just a security measure designed to protect the monarch and the desires held within.
Now what do you
But
think?
if that were the case, why would traumatic memories the monarch would rather erase be the key to unlocking it?
Given that these are cognitive worlds, maybe it means monarchs think their trauma will protect them.
I find that rather odd. If anything, I would think it's the other way around.
Correct. What if it is the other way around? Why might a door like that exist?
To keep the monarch confined?
Right. I think so too. What if that door isn't to keep intruders out, but to trap monarchs in?
You mean they're trapped?
I thought the monarchs are the ones in charge.
Think about it. What would happen if a monarch tried leaving their cage?
They'd touch the door, and then hear the voices of their trauma?
Exactly.
Okay.
They'll remember what made them so warped in the first place, and stick to their guns as a monarch. And thus, the cycle continues unbroken. The monarchs really are birds in a cage.
From that perspective, the shadows protecting the keys inside the trauma cell hold a far more sinister purpose. They aren't there to prevent the monarch's trauma from being discovered. They're wardens guarding an elaborate system to ensure the monarch's imprisonment.
Let me get this straight. You're basically saying these monarchs are being manipulated, and by virtue of that, there's somebody doing the manipulating.
They're middlemen in the manipulation game.
Nothing wrong with her phone or the Emma
Can't say that
installed.
fast.
But I did find traces of surveillance. Huh. I'll bet it's the same snooper we keep running into. Though I'm lost as to who it might be.
So this observer and our mastermind may just be one and the same. Anyone have any guesses?
Our first suspect is Mediz, the company in charge of Emma. Since you can't get into jails without Emma...
Oh yeah, what happened to that one girl who created
coincidence.
Emma in the first
Mediz,
place?
huh?
Haven't heard from her in a
Storm
while.
their headquarters.
You mean the cops can't actually do that?
Of course not. How could we even put out a warrant on them? By saying they go around turning people into monarchs?
You have a call from Ichinose.
Oh yeah, I was just talking about her.
Sorry for the relative lapse in communication, but I did turn up some info that I thought you guys might like to know. So I've been looking into Emma all this time, and I still have yet to find any differences between her past and present versions. I mean, this is state-of-the-art tech. Not something just anybody could pry open and take a look inside. But then I took a peek at Emma's changelog, and that's where things got interesting. It seems Emma was transported to Okinawa at some point after I sold her to Mediz.
Okay. Why Okinawa?
Yes, exactly. Why was the first thing that popped into my head. So I dug around some more, and I found that off the coast of Okinawa, on the island of Kokojima, Mediz apparently has a research lab. Oddly enough, its existence is unknown to the public. And when I called to ask for records, nothing came up. Basically, they're running a secret research lab. How crazy is that? So, if Emma's been altered in any way, I would think it had to have been done on that island.
Does that mean that's our next destination?
Super stellar source of information.
Yeah, keep it up.
You just leave it to me. I've become rather fond of investigating, actually.
I can tell.
Yes, it's fine for now, Phantom Thieves. Please regale me with tales of your adventure another time.
So what did Ichinose-san say?
Not much.
Okinawa? Crystal clear waters?
Shisa statues? Juicy pineapples?
Okay, I guess that answers the question of, is that our next destination? That.
Oh, that too! It's that ramen-like thing, yeah?
Oh.
Guys, can you snap out of it?
If it's an unregistered facility, we could always say we're conducting a field survey. That way we could ensure their cooperation. We may even find proper evidence that could be used in court. It may be well worth going. But Kokojima is a bit far from the Okinawa mainland. Then I guess we'd have to go by plane.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think this...
Precious Feathermobile. We've taken it all this way.
That's what you're naming this thing?
I was about to say, I don't think the RV can reach an island.
Even so, wouldn't it be too complicated to try to reach Okinawa by car?
Give me a second.
I mean, you could take a ferry. What the heck was that? Is that your ringtone?
Yeah. Yeah. Of course I'm aware, but I also have a job to do, you know?
A significant other?
Why would I lie? I'm being
Wife,
honest, I swear.
daughter, sister,
Of course I
girlfriend.
remember. The thing is, I'm a little... well...
Him being flustered indicates a girlfriend, I'm guessing.
You got hung up on.
Yep, that answers that question.
Okay, guys. Plane's a no-go. We're driving.
Huh?
You mean we're going
Maybe not.
all the way to Okinawa by car?
The thing is, I need to make a stop along the way. So we'll be heading to Kyoto first.
Did you say Kyoto?
You got Yusuke's attention. What's this about?
Yeah, I primarily work for the Kyoto Police Department. I thought I'd take a moment to catch up, share intel, you know, cop stuff. After that, we head to Kobe. We can take a direct ferry to Okinawa from there. That ought to cut down on time.
Alright.
It's still quite a distance, even to Kyoto.
Not to worry. I'll do the driving.
You're tagging along?
Wait, am I to believe that Nijima's been doing all the driving? Okumura, I thought you already had your license.
I do have it. It's just... I don't have much experience behind the wheel.
Plus, Haru's driving is not exactly...
Be diplomatic there,
In any case,
Makoto.
take
Be
them off.
nice.
If we're leaving from here, you'll need to take the Hokuriku Expressway. The estimated travel time will be...
About 21 hours, give or take.
Gramps is correct.
21 hours? Are you nuts?
You forget I'm an officer of the law? We're badass at driving.
What's all of a sudden? It's like you lit a fire under his ass.
Fine by me, so long as I can visit Kyoto at last.
There goes Inari, revealing his true colors.
Ah, pedal to the metal. Bam.
All right then, let's hit the road. I'll get you
You know,
rascals
I don't
there
care
in
how
record
good
time.
you are at driving. You're not going to make an RV go that fast. Before we leave this city, why don't we just do some last-minute important shopping and also talk to our confidants? Ah, craps. Oh, cynical woman. Are you still cynical? Maybe I should just run for office. Yeah, that's actually a pretty cynical view.
That's what you're getting. Thanks.
Oh yes, talk to everyone. They might have something worthwhile.
Good evening.
Ooh. That's a saliva charm? Probably not.
What'll it be?
Stick it in your cornhole.
There you are. Is that all?
I don't know why I said that. That just popped into my head. And I don't have the self-control to not say stuff that pops into my head. You spent time looking for four-leaf clovers. Ah, look at you two. You're right here waiting for me. Cool. What? Something about ghosts? I don't remember that.
Oh, welcome again.
Great. Didn't even want to go in there, and now I remembered why. Because they're sold out of this stuff. What did you two get that? It was sold out. Whatever.
What?
Settle down. Settle down.
How can I help you? Will this be a to-go order? Thank you so much.
Always. Not gonna sit down at a fast food restaurant. Even before the outbreak, that was never something I particularly wanted to do. Fast food restaurants are there to get your food and then get out. Sit down at a nice restaurant, or a somewhat nice restaurant.
Well, that's what you look like. But that's what you look at. It's all yours. Hey.
Yeah, I don't really exactly have much desire to buy the curing medicines.
Indeed.
Oh, I'm sure as a cop who's probably sat on more than his share of stakeouts, he's consumed much heavier stuff than that. And we might want to stop by the Velvet Room as well.
Yes, you done? Mary, at all? Want your you done? Mary, you done? Mary, you done? Mary, you done? Mary, at all? Want your receipt? At all? Mary, go. At all? Mary, go. Come again.
Alright.
Can I help you find something?
Dagnammit. Just sworn that one of these vending machines had SP recovery items in it. Maybe I was just wrong. I don't know.
Hey. Oh, that's not sweet.
Nope.
Welcome. Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for nothing.
Take again. Ooh, here you are. Thanks a lot.
Hello, you. Say hello to her one last time. Oh, you've actually got something different to say. Alright. Again, nothing I'm looking for.
We've got it all.
Here we go.
Made your choice. Here
Maybe
you
this
go.
is the thing I was remembering.
Is this what you'd like? Here, thanks so much.
Have I talked to everyone that I can talk to? I think so. Yeah. All right. Let's do this one last time. Hopefully this gets me enough to get to the next bond level. Dagnammit. Barely not enough. Fine, I'll do it one more time then. I'm only doing this again because I'm so close to it. That's my excuse. For some reason, I thought we were going to go up into that thing. There's supposedly a scene that takes place at on top of an observation deck. There we go. That's it. We're done.
Looks good to me.
So wait a minute, I actually am not just transporting myself around, obviously, but I'm transporting 2 of the other Phantom Thief members as well. Morgana and Sophia. Kind of strange. Yeah. It's also kind of messing up with my perception as to where everyone is. Hey, look, what's his face is in the driver's seat, and I'm in the passenger seat for some reason. And look, there's a little GPS navigation thing on the dashboard there, or maybe it's just something holding someone's phone. Let's go to the Velvet Room. I'll probably wait on going to the next city until tomorrow.
You wish to browse the entry. What will you be registered? Would you like to This persona has been registered in its present condition.
Alright, wow, look at this thing.
It seems that it can gain new power.
Do I really want to lose Jack Frost for that thing? Would be very powerful. Yeah, sure, why not?
It seems that it can gain new power.
It does have an awful lot of weaknesses. It's strong against physical attacks, though. Don't underestimate the value of that.
Choose which...
Alright, so what do we want here? I sure wish that the game was a little more forthright about how many of these skills you could inherit. It's not just this. Persona 5 Royal had this exact same problem as well. At least they let you choose. You don't have to keep re-rolling it like Persona 4 and every game before that did. Let's see here. We say Bufula. Crap.
Is this the persona you'd like?
Yeah, sure.
Be born anew.
Ice and lightning. I need to get that one guy back, your starting persona. This game's equivalent of Izanagi, excuse me. Ziganagi. I'm an idiot. And you and me, don't worry, be happy. Okay, he seems like the type of character who would say something like that. Dodge curse. Someone who's useful for something that's weak against curse attacks.
It seems that it can gain... It seems that it can gain new power.
Strong against physical, strong against fire. Whole bunch of weaknesses, though. Seems like they, the designers of this game are going more out of their way to create, some level of balance with these persona affinities here. You don't see, I haven't seen any of that have no weaknesses, for example. And it seems like the more elements they are strong or null against, the more weaknesses they'll have as well. Interesting. This one might not be bad. Yeah, let's create this thing. What do I want to have here? Media Bless. Alright.
Now,
I've never been big into the physical spell attacks. Not a fan of using HP as a resource. HP is the stuff that's keeping your character alive after all. I know it's probably not the right way to approach this or even regular Persona games. It's just the way I've been since I started playing these games with Persona 4 way back in the day. Look at this guy.
it seems that it can gain new power.
Alright, let's,
You wish to strengthen it?
I was using this guy for a long time, but yeah, how about if we, how about we do a little deleting here? Although, it sure would be nice to know if I have any personas that have the abilities I'd be getting rid of. kind of don't want to, but I guess the bigger issue is I kind of don't want to keep a bunch of low-level personas around anymore. Somehow it seems wrong. So yeah, let's get rid of these 4 then. Let's go back into the
You wish to
compendium.
Please take a look.
Here we go.
Is this okay?
I'm making an exception for him,
You may take it with you.
because he seems to be able to gain new abilities indefinitely, and also he's the main one. Alright, let's take a look at
You wish to
enhancements.
strengthen it. How much power will you add?
All of it. Every bit that I can afford.
This is what you chose. The power of your mask has strengthened this persona.
Bring up to level
You lack the power
24. Fortunately, he seems to not be getting the next ability. Yeah, time to
May
head back.
luck be on your side.
Use the shop. Actually, let's do some cooking before we forget.
Yeah, let's fire it up. Whoa, nice. Looking good. We making this? Whew. Looking good.
New shop. Let's see.
This should be helpful.
Actually, you know what? I'm not going to bother unless there's like items I could get here.
Now's your chance to shop. You want this? Thank you very much.
But I'll wait until I get to the next destination before I buy any more equipment. And yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be I'm going to try leveling up the lower characters to try to get them back up to speed. And I'll do that whilst I attempt some of these requests. That way they don't just get wiped. I think that is a potentially good way of approaching the situation. We definitely need more of that. Any more revival items?
How many would you like? You want this for your patronage? You want this? Put it to good use, okay?
Ah, nuts. Alrighty then, folks. I think I'm gonna call it a day here. In my defense, I did say, let's check the bond system first. In my defense, I did say that I was gonna have it's gonna be a short day today, short stream, and hey, guess what? I wasn't lying. But yep, I'm gonna call it a day here, folks. But before I do, I'm gonna take a moment to thank you for watching. I appreciate it when people take time out of their day to watch my streams and videos, rather in live or in archive form. Just as a quick reminder, let's do some upgrading here. Just as a quick reminder, I do a stream like this almost every day, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time from Sunday to Thursday. I do occasional streams on Monday night, 8 p.m., retro or otherwise, and occasional 4K and or HDR uploads on Fridays. The good stuff is still not available. But I guess I'll max this out while I'm at it. Now this Friday I have some 4K HDR footage of Cyberpunk 2077 running on the Xbox Series X. This is before the release of the actual Series X patch, which we don't know when that's going to happen, or to be perfectly honest, if. But even though this I recorded and uploaded 3 videos of it, and to be perfectly honest, not all that great, especially not the second video, which you could probably just skip entirely. Just me stumbling around a dumb, bad tutorial. But the other 2 parts, I guess, are more interesting, and hopefully it gives you an idea as to what that game looks like running on a next-gen console. Even if it's barely taking advantage of the increased power. It ran well, for what it's worth. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me for today. I guess I'll up this bond skill as well. I'll see you back here tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for more.
I should write something.
Persona 5 Strikers. I'm not going to forget to save here. I almost did. And until then, take it easy.
I'll just add this.